Hey guys, it's Jovi and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. How are you all doing today? 2 days before Christmas. Shout out to everybody out there struggling through the lines, trying to get their last minute Christmas gifts. I'm about to be out of here in a little bit too, but I wanted to come on do this new live and talk to y'all today about Mrs. Simone Biles, what her husband had said and my opinions of it. We started to touch on this yesterday, but I wanted to give myself a good 24 hours, see what else came up, take a nap on it, take a whole night on it, and come back with my opinions today. I hope we all are going to have an amazing day, amazing weekend. It's about to be amazing. It's Christmas. Okay, it's Christmas weekend, all right? So before we even begin, please don't forget to like this video. Like it now because you're going to forget to like it later, okay? We all know we're going to forget to like it later. So like the video now. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm Jovi Beauty, if you did not know. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. So please follow, please subscribe, and like me on all my other social media platforms. So I want to get into the story, but before I get into the story, I'm going to drop this intro so we can y'all know I like to be proper about it. Okay. Okay, y'all, before we even get on, I want to first give Rosalind a shout out, y'all. I want to give Rosalind a shout out. Last night, Rosalind sent me $100. Shout out to Rosalind. She cashed at me $100 and said, Thank you for all of your insight via YouTube. Thank you so much. That made me feel so good. You know, sometimes I don't feel appreciated, but that made me feel so good and appreciated, girl. I'm about to go get my baby something, my daughter something extra for Christmas on Rosalind. Shout out to Rosalind, okay? And again, if you want to donate to my channel, y'all see my Cash App on the screen. PayPal, same thing. Super Chat, all that good stuff. So, where do we start? I have an article. We already know I love an article. So let me read this article and then we will get into my opinions, okay? Because we have there's a lot of opinions going around. We had one of our longtime subscribers came up yesterday and she was actually in favor of Simone Biles' what Simone Biles' husband said. So I wanted to really think about it from Simone perspective, from her husband's perspective. You know, some other things came up from yesterday, so I'm glad that I waited, and I want to really touch on this. But before I do, I'm going to read this article. Hey everybody, hey Country Slang, hey Marsh, hey Linda, and hey DC. Shout out to you, DC. Okay, so this article is from, what is this? The Sport and News. It came out yesterday. What's today's date? It came out today. Okay, I have to check the date. I don't even know. It's entitled Simone Biles' Husband Interview Controversy. Explain why Jonathan Owens' dating comments sparked backlash. Okay, so they're going to explain it to us. It sparked the... Wait, hold on. Oh, I missed a whole thing. Okay. When having a conversation about the greatest Olympian of all times, who comes to mind? Michael Phelps, Katie Ledeck, Simone Biles is probably on that list. And if it's not, it should be. It wasn't until 4 years after her first Olympic medal that her now husband, Jonathan Owens, even knew her name. The greatest gymnast of all times was just another match when the two connected on a dating app. It sparked a little controversy, to say the least. When Owens admitted in a recent interview, the internet was quick to hop on it with some receipts of his previous Olympic gymnastics comments. Here we go. In case you don't know what's taking the internet by storm, the Sport and News has you covered. Okay, cool. The couple was interviewed about their relationship on a podcast, The Pivot. Some of Owens' comments brought on some criticism. For one, he claimed he didn't know who Biles was when they met. I'm like, let me see who this is. I never really paid attention to gymnastics. He's a fucking liar. So it piqued my curiosity, he said. When she won the Olympics, I was in college and we didn't have NBC. NBC is the most basic channel of them all. But okay, we didn't have Olympic channels. So you telling me, okay, I'm going to read this and then I'm going to go on. I'm going to go off. All right. So be prepared. Okay. We didn't have Olympic channels and we were in training camp in late July, early August. Fans found it interesting. He hadn't heard of Biles for 4 years after her 2016 Olympic run, but there was even more criticism from another one of his comments. He said, I always say that the men are the catch. Please. The couple is unfazed by controversy the internet has sparked, taken to social media to show their support. Unbothered, Owen captioned in his post, Biles kept her a little more casual. Okay, the Pivot themselves responded to the backlash, posting more videos of the interview with one caption. If you care enough to look at the headlines and comments off that, hopefully you care enough to see the full conversation. Biles met Owens in 2020 on Raya. Okay, that's a dating app for y'all who didn't know, what the high class one. Okay, we can't get on without an invite. Okay, while Owens didn't know who she was, the two matched anyway and began texting. After a few days, they decided to meet up. Owens was new to Houston, where he later played 2 seasons with the Texans, while Biles trained at a gym just outside the city. The rest is history. They tied the knot on April 22nd, 2023. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. We already know it's a lot of other things about Simone's accomplishments. We already know her accomplishments. We're not here to question her accomplishments. I'm here to question the gaslighting of it all and the reality of his statements. Okay, based off of Dreamer. Shout out to Dreamer. She came on yesterday. She was a Pisces and she gave me a little bit of a Pisces perspective. Now, to say it's not all Pisces, because I know a lot of Pisces who like wouldn't run out after a man with, you couldn't pay them to. But I guess some of them might feel like I don't know. It's a little bit of masculine energy, right? So from what I gather, again, I want to break this off of not just because what he say and what she say and what he experienced and what she experienced are two different things. Okay. So Simone saw this boy on the dating app and she went after him because she was just like, I'm gonna get what I want, I guess. And he was, she thought he was light-skinned and sexy. That's my opinion. And she got gassed up, in my opinion, I'm gonna keep it a buck, when he pretended like he didn't know who she was. There is no way in hell, okay? No way, there's no way in hell, okay? One, if you're at a college campus, whatever, at a training, the most basic channels ever are ABC, NBC, Fox, CW. I don't know what y'all call it in y'all city. We call it Channel 11, and like CBS. Those are 13. These are the most basic channels ever. Okay, I am fucking godsmacked that this man had the audacity to say, oh, we weren't watching the Olympics. You know what you are? A sporting team. You know what the Olympics is the biggest sporting event in the world. I'm not talking about when baseball say the World Series. It's not really the World Series because it's only America. The Olympics is literally the biggest sporting event in the world. Okay, there are tweets of him. I don't want to pull. I ain't got time. There are tweets of him making comments in 2006, I believe, about watching Gabby Douglas. How are you watching Gabby Douglas and you do not see the other black girl standing next to her? Simone Biles was on a Wheatie box. I get it. It sounds cute. It's like when a nigga tell you, your job don't matter and all of this shit. And, he don't care about that. He don't care about that. It's the gaslight for me. Now, I could comprehend where she might want to feel like, I got my man, so whatever. Listen, there's a lot of girls who are like that. A lot of people are raised like that, especially down south. I consider Texas down south still. Well, it is south. That mentality, the my man mentality, plus the fact that how old is Simone Biles? Simone Biles is still young. And again, we spoke about this yesterday. We spoke about this yesterday. Hold on. 26. Simone Biles is 26 years old. Okay. So things that we have learned, again, this is why I have this channel, to teach girls who are younger so they understand things that we have learned within our lives. A lot of us didn't know when we were 25, 26, 27. A lot of women that are now would never be like my man. Back then, you were surely talking about my man, because you have not had the life experience to comprehend the nuances of the bullshit that a lot of these men do. Feigning, like listen, like the whole he's a cat situation. I've seen people that, mostly men or male identifying women who are like, well, we're both catches. Listen, the reality is that shit is a bold-faced lie. It might be nice, it might be cute, it might end you up in a situation where you got a passive ass man. If you cool with that, that's cool. Who wants you to take care of him like his name is fucking Daisy? Because this is exactly what's going to happen with Simone Biles. She's really spending her time and effort. Like when you have to spend your time and your effort, because the male ego is a big thing. His whole interview, in my opinion, was him trying to, I'm a man. And without comprehending that your manhood, you do not lose your manhood by acknowledging that your woman is the shit when your woman is the shit. Trying to knock her down a few pegs doesn't actually make you a man. That's what boys think. Right? Trying to be like, oh, well, she was running after me and she was like, you are the freaking female of the relationship. And these are the same niggas that are 5 years from now, he's going to be crying about how he don't feel like a man. She's running around talking about, in a couple of years, because we all call him Simone Biles' husband, she's going to be known as Jonathan Owen's wife, because apparently that's the motherfucking name. How? Why would that happen? In the last I think he's been in the the NFL for like 5-6 years or something. He's literally been like rejected from like 2 teams. And in the whole 5 years he's been in the NBA, he literally just had his first fucking touchdown this year. His first touchdown this year. Can we be real about it? How much do we? This is why, and it's crazy, and why it is what it is. And it's, again, there are men out there, but they're few and far between who have the emotional intelligence enough to be able to deal with a goat. Because if you are not with a man who has the emotionally intelligent enough to deal with your greatness, whatever that may be, whether it's in sports, whether it's in your business, in your job, or whatever, you getting promoted and you're going to have to he's going to drag you down, or you're going to have to drag your own self down to smooth his fucking ego. Make him feel like he's the bad bitch of the situation. Gaslighting everybody, attempting to gaslight anybody, because I don't even think Simone is gaslighted. I just think she's hyped to be married to some light-skinned fucking football player who probably would not have looked at her, gave her a second look because she's dark-skinned. Listen. He already said he was trying to play it cool, or I didn't answer, like that's what he thought he was supposed to say. Even a guy on the Pivot podcast, the dark-skinned one, the light-skinned one is weird. He was talking about us light-skinned dimes. Y'all got Like, that shit is some weird shit to say, okay? That's what makes it, for him to say that and for old boy to laugh makes me know that there's already color issues and you think you special because you light skinned. That's what that tells me. So you wouldn't have even clicked on her shit if you didn't realize, if you didn't know that was Simone Biles. Don't give me that bullshit. Even the dark-skinned guy who was the host of that podcast was looking at him like, Shannon Sharp and Chad Owen. Is his name Chad Owens? Ocho Cinco podcast. They were like, this motherfucker, like, who are you kidding? You can only kid yourself and kid Simone. Well, I guess the only person he really got to kid is Simone. If she want to act like it, he loved her regardless. For now, that's cool. I don't see that. For now, that's cool. If you have to dim your light for a dude, you probably shouldn't be with the dude. Or shit, he should be, but I guess that's a lot of fault with just men, and black men in particular, feeling like inadequate because their only sense of value is tied up in being some so-called famous football player. And it's a lot easier. That's why a lot of them get with a lot easier women. And that's fine. So they can still feel big and bad and don't have to take their time away at ship. This ain't the first time he said it. And I heard her say it before. Like, it was like, ha, ha, ha. Like, because it's funny. It's a joke. It's not true. To believe that is to want to believe that, or to try to knock who you are down. This girl was on a Wheaties box. People who don't even watch sports know who she is. He is a whole professional athlete. And to even say, oh, we weren't watching the Olympics as a football team in training. Like, they didn't have the Olympics running 24/7 on all televisions. Like, who are you kidding me? On different stations. Like, who are you talking to? You were watching it when Gabby Douglas was there. You were tweeting about it. But you missed the other black girl that was standing next to her, that were doing moves that are so advanced, they're illegal because she's the only one who can pull it off. How, Sway? Where they do that at? Don't play me for fool. If you want to let a nigga play you for fool, that's cool. But you don't get to play us for fool. You don't get to play us for fool. Say that shit in your own house to make him feel like he's some fucking special prize. So he don't feel inadequate. But don't attempt to gaslight the rest of the world and try to make her seem less than who she is because what? Because you don't want to seem like you want to seem like you the prize, because in reality you came up. The win is the win. In reality, he came up so fucking hard. And you don't want to look like that's what it is. That's what it is. You were pretty light-skinned B on, I don't know why you're calling me, on the arm of one of the greatest star athletes to ever exist. And that's okay. But don't gas me. Now, like I said, I'm not going to be on here too long, okay? But I'm going to get into these comments. But before before I do, Christmas is 2 days away.
Hey there, this quick commercial break is being brought to you by On a Spot Live. Did you know that people are canceling Christmas this year? Yes, Cancel Christmas 2023 is a real thing. Now, people will still be getting together with their friends and family and loved ones to celebrate, to honor their traditions and their faith. And they're definitely, most definitely going to eat. For sure, there will be food. What they're canceling, though, is spending hundreds and thousands of dollars out at retailers. They're deciding instead to keep their hard-earned money in their pocket so that they can put it to good use and purchase their first ever real asset. Less things, more assets is the move for 2024. I kind of feel sorry for all of those retailers and brands who are going to miss out on all that money. But I'm really not. It's a good thing when we put our interests first and prioritize building for our financial future. So let me know, are you down to cancel Christmas in 2023? If so, drop an X down in the comments. This commercial break has been brought to you by On a Spot Live, proud sponsor of this amazing content. Now let's get back to it in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay, guys, so now for Simone. Okay, there are a lot of women who go after men. That's just the reality of it. It makes them feel like, yeah, I bagged him and all of this shit to build up, like there's a million women out here, millions of women out here with some bum niggas sitting on her couch and she taking care of him. She bossing him around, she got some shit and he don't got what the frick she got at all levels. Okay. Everybody ain't necessarily broke, but at all levels. And and I don't like how I don't like how I feel this whole thing is going to play out. Can I just be honest? I really don't like how I think this whole thing is going to play out. Okay, because so many of those women, a lot of those women are women who have grown and are in the chat, have grown and are on some shit now because hindsight 2020, growth and experience have taught them that was not the move that probably wasn't the move to make. Every man is not, majority of men, a very few number of men are able to be or can feel like they got bagged by a girl, like for real. And if you gotta bag him, if he's not invested, because women gonna be invested. These men are the men who will take off and run it. If he's not the one going after it or valuing you, more than likely he's going to be out the first second he finds a reason to go. Because a lot of these niggas' ego can't take it. Her fucking husband, even if that was what happened, even if he was gassed up, him having to tell the fucking team, he could have been like, yo, we met on Raya, we were chilling. He had to drop little things like, yeah, she drove 45 minutes to see me. He needed to be he needed that pat on the back. He didn't care enough to say, I don't want to make her look crazy because I love her. He cared more about how he looked, that he didn't look like he was after her. Like she fucking look like sweating him and got him. And, how does that turn out? Could we be for real on how things like that? It sounds great when you 25, 26, and I bagged him and I got him. And how that shit turn out when you 34? How? And motherfucker could throw you under you ain't even been married a year yet. And he couldn't, and you just silly, just smiling away while he just letting everybody know how thirsty you were for him. now he ain't saying I was thirsty for her too. We was doing it together. No, you was thirsty for him and you won him over. These are female qualities. And we call them female qualities because women think different than men. None of these female qualities work long term in relationships with men. Men go after they want what they want. Whether they're quiet men, whether they're whatever, they go after what they want. And if they don't want it. It's just easy. Or it's a come up. Okay, cool. All right. Or, okay, a man will stay in a relationship even if he don't want to be there for years. Because why not? Okay. They will waste your best years and your youth on some, all right, whatever. On some, all right, whatever. Cool. We here, ain't we? Until they decide they good on it. They got everything they needed out of it. They found someone who they would actually want to be with. Instead of someone that they settled for because she was on it and I ain't have to do nothing to get her. She did everything. It was easy. It was easy for me. Things that are too easy for men don't work. They don't. Now I'm going to jump into these comments. I said what I said. I don't know if y'all like it. Y'all don't gotta like it, okay? Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please like, please follow, please subscribe, and please donate to the channel. The Cash App is on the screen, Super Chat, PayPal, all that good shit. It's all appreciated. And now our last commercial for the day. Now I know y'all seen it. I know y'all seen it. Reintroducing Rose Forever, a New York-based luxury rose box brand. Rose Forever roses are naturally picked, and with natural oils, the roses last for up to a year. The material is beautiful, the suede is suede-in, and the vegan is vegan-in. Send your mother, your sister, or even yourself this beautiful bouquet, and it'll last all year. Rose Forever is currently having a holiday sale with around 60% discount. But with my code Jovi40, you'll be able to get an additional $40 off your next purchase. Happy holidays. Okay, guys. So let's jump into these comments. She said he's trash. My cousin said I'm bitter. I'm not. It's obvious. It doesn't, like, that's the gaslighting of it all. It's not bitter. These niggas know. The men who are out here saying stuff like that, they know. They recognize it. They just would like for it to be easy like them. Like that for them. That they can get them an Olympic world star and all of this shit. They just want it to be easy like that for them. Please. She says Simone is the GOAT. Forget what you heard. And her husband is being a douche. She's being a low-key douche. And she's so caught up. I don't know what. I don't know, she caught up. And okay, again, we've all been caught up at some point in our lives, especially in our freaking 20s. We've all been caught up doing stupid shit because we think we know. But you don't even realize how much you don't know until you get out of that age range and shit. Even then, you hit 30 and you be like, damn, I was dumb as hell in my 20s. Like, what the fuck? And then you think you even know then. But the more you grow, the more you know. The day you stop learning is the day you die. Like, ask Keke Palmer how that shit work. When you so caught up on a nigga looks that you just, the common sense of it all is gone. Beverly said he's a whole liar. Tehran said NBC is a big station, child. NBC is a big station, and you can't tell me at all that every college in all over the world, fuck America, all over the world, every sports center, their little athletic center, not little, these shits is big, athletic centers weren't playing the Olympics from start to finish the entire time. Don't give me that bullshit. Don't play in my face like that. They really think women are dumb. Women like to play dumb. Stop playing dumb. So these niggas, stop acting like you, like, no. It don't make you look good to play stupid. Oh, he didn't know who I was. What the fuck? Get out of here. If you don't even know the world know who Beyonce is. If you still don't know who Beyonce is, you know who the fuck Simone Biles is. That's like saying in the 90s you didn't know who Michael Jordan was. Stop playing in our face. March said, I'm a Pisces. Simone is settling. She moved on from X too fast. She settled for what she saw just some tall, light-skinned nigga who was playing. He didn't know her. He liked me regardless of who I was. That's how you get got. These niggas out here get got like that every day. Oh, I didn't know he was a banker. I didn't know he was this. While you going out to bars and shit in neighborhoods where you know rich niggas be, bankers be. Don't gas me, gas somebody else. How you can't gas us. We're girls. This is girl tactics. These are female tactics. Oh, I didn't know who he was. He's a what? Really? I didn't know. I had no idea. Like, we weren't watching his shoes, his watch, all of that shit. Like, we ain't Google that nigga when he get. Stop playing in our faces. Trying to play coy. Oh, I didn't hit her back initially. I went and showered first. Like, you thought about that? You thought about that enough to remember that. I wouldn't remember no shit like that if I really liked somebody. I wouldn't remember that shit. Like, I didn't even, he hit me and I didn't respond until I went and showered. What the fuck is that? That right there says it was purposeful. That right there says it was purposeful. Like, I didn't respond back to the text, but until my DoorDash rang and I went and got my food, and then I came back and responded to the text. I'm telling you this 3-4 years later. Like, what? How would I remember that? Why would I remember that? It's all in the details, baby. Don't play me. Play video games. Nisha says she's a big deal. Everyone heard about her because she came in hot. I don't even live in America, and I definitely watched her. America is so proud of his Olympic athletes. Nobody missed it. Exactly. Come on. Don't gas us. She said he would knock her down in public. It's definitely worse in private. Yeah, he probably running around acting like she got to keep him. She got to work to keep this nigga. Because he the dainty bitch in a relationship that don't really want to be there. It's like Mary, like he don't want to, that's what he playing. That's what he playing. Like, if you get with some old nigga, you don't really want that old nigga, but that old nigga got money and he's spending it. So you really don't want to be there. So that nigga actually gotta he gotta praise you all day. We already know if you messing with an old dude and you ain't fucking getting praised all day, getting taken out, getting spoiled like a princess, what the fuck you with him for? That's the game this boy, in my opinion, is playing. That's what he's playing. He's playing in when nigga play in your face. There's no giggles on that, because all you allow him to do is play more, play more, play more. I said what I said. I feel like I feel. She said he's jealous of her. I believe it. He literally, in 5-6 years he been in the NBA, he scored his first touchdown this year. Get out of my face. Get out of my face with it. Please. Like, you're an athlete and she out-athleted you. Men can't tolerate that shit. And it's sad. It's sad, but it's true. Shit. But that's whose fault is that? It's about to be a lot more of that coming up. I was watching this video. They was talking about college admissions here in New York, in America, not New York, in America, and how like the boys going to school, well, they are taking up trades, which is a good thing, some of them, but boys going to like college and get higher degrees and shit, it went down like 15% fucking. And these are the same men that are going to be mad and huffing and puffing in a couple of years, upset because your check is bigger than theirs. Upset if you're an actress and you're getting more roles than them. You got to keep lowering yourself. Like we were talking about yesterday with the Barbie movie, the Gretchen Gerwig, the lady who wrote it, how she dragged her husband into it because she didn't want him to feel away. But yet he out here right now finally giving press because the actor strike and shit is over. Finally giving press, and he backhand smacking the movie because he ain't want to be in it anyway. But she had to drag him in so he didn't feel insufficient. The insufficiency of it all. That's why what's his name? Ryan Reynolds. Y'all love him. I don't like Ryan Reynolds. That's all he do is keep that girl pregnant. So she can't make no movie. She can't do shit because she got all these damn babies to take care of. While he running around playing fucking superhero and buying sports teams in other countries without even mentioning it to his wife. But who was he married to before? He was married to Scarlett Johansson before. And she had to divorce him because he couldn't tolerate her doing better than him. It is what it is. So when people say women, more than likely, women need to, but there's very few men who are cool, who can be cool with shit like that. And the chances of it being you are slim to none. So that's why people say you should probably go after men who make more, not with a woman making more, because how much of those situations or being just more accomplished, how many of those situations have we seen a woman get smacked in her face with the reality of the bullshit and doing it again? Shay said she definitely deserves more. Nobody knows this man. Women coddle these men to them thinking they're the prize. They are not. The minute he said that, told me everything I needed to know about him. I already knew, but he's the prize. Because you a pretty bitch. No shade. No shade. But I'm saying. Huh? Does the nigga cook and clean? I doubt it. She said, why do men believe they have to humble women? Like, what the hell? Because they are inadequate. Because too many of them are inadequate, and society has fostered their inadequacies. Because women are raised, men are brought up. If these men were raised, okay, and actually put real effort into their lives, and this is all men all over the place, and actually were accountable and responsible, they wouldn't feel the need to try to humble a woman because we'll fuck around and do everything that they're doing, plus extra shit that society has put on us. So they need to humble you because they need you to think that they are so fucking special because they work 40 hours a week, come home, sit on the fucking couch, play video games, and sleep all fucking day. But you work 40 hours a week, 20 hours with the damn kids, helping with homework and doing all this shit, cooking and cleaning and doing all this shit and taking care of his dumb, big, grown, stupid ass. Because if we really dealt with the reality of that, most women would realize that having some big baby in their house who needs to be placated 24/7 like you his fucking mama is draining and exhausting and not worth the D they provide. She said light-skinned dude with hazel eyes. She put him on some pedestal. It's sad. She said he looked better being quiet, right? At least a pretty bitch will shut her ass up. She just gonna be like, listen. She just gonna listen. He's great. This motherfucker, woo! Welcome to the Jovi B show. Yes. Child, they need to follow Serena. She need like for real. There are so many options in this world, and to get caught up, whether you are an Olympic athlete, a fucking nurse, a doctor, I don't give a fuck. To get caught up with some dude who half-assed his own life, and because he half-assed his own life, you a whole football player, you made your whole touchdown. Do better, my nigga. Do better. You wasn't even that no shade, but straight tea. Most shit. You know who I got respect for? Them football players, them basketball players that gonna take that scholarship, ride that scholarship out, do the best they can, and they gonna make sure they have a career backup, that they not sitting 5 years on the fucking sidelines, not making even a damn touchdown. At least they can be able to go out and be some sports lawyer, some agent, some run a business, do something. That tells me everything I need to know. The common sense ain't common. It's like these niggas who running around 35, 40 still talking about they want to be a rapper. But they live off their girl who's a fucking nurse. Get out of here. Sorry for yelling. But that shit annoys my soul. Annoys my soul when I see women going through shit like that. She said she's on a Wheaties box, and this dude finally made his first touchdown 6 years in the NBA. Shake my head, like really? He is absolutely ridiculous, and she's ridiculous for laughing when he was nagging her. That's exactly what he was doing. Right? I'm always right. Okay, I'm not always right, but like I got a good motherfucking track record. I got a good track record in general. She said that's light-skinned men for y'all. She said the more he get publicly dragged, the more she's in danger. Yeah. He should have just shut up, because at least a pretty girl got these men, I don't think these men think. They don't got no real inner dialogue shit going on. They don't really think. At least a pretty girl would play that role and play it well. Even if you're like, he was after me, but I thought he was so cute. You gonna play that role? No, not the ego. The ego is in men is so overwhelming. That's why they can't last in these situations for long. They think I'm a good, but the ego of them will destroy it every fucking time. That's why a gold digging ass chick could be with a dude for a year. She like, listen, he good. He take care of me. It ain't that deep, because she ain't got that male ego to be beaten back all the time. He's not a year, not 6 months. August was 4 months ago. Not 6 months into their marriage. He's on this show playing in all our faces. Get out of here. Get out of here. She said, you're right. Those situations turn out absolutely horrible for the women and a paid day for the man. It's like we want more for Simone than she wants for herself, unfortunately. That happens a lot. We said that about Kiki. She said, I hope Simone wore him out when he said that. Nope. Because she believes that. She does not, she believes that. It is what it is. She said the snow bunnies will come out soon. Ooh, girl. Benta said, I got the smoke for him. I do. I don't like it. She said Simone probably taught him some techniques to get a touchdown. Probably. Insecure and immature. Ann says, thank you, Ann. Tell them everything you're saying is true. I'm 78, young lady, and it is so very true. Listen, with experience, with life become experience and common sense, unless you you can't just keep hitting your wall, doing the same thing. After a while, you recognize your shit. If you can't recognize your shit, the shit around you and learn and grow from it, you are emotionally and mentally stunted. Okay, so I comprehend being in especially in your early 20s and not, what I'm saying, and not getting it because you have not seen, you have not lived, you have not experienced, especially someone like Simone, who was probably sheltered a lot because, she's in the Olympics and she spent a lot of time doing this and wasn't out in these streets dating or whatever, seeing how these motherfuckers really be. So you get caught up with bullshit. But with time and age, like Kiki, fucking with a crazy nigga, when people tell you he crazy and you laughing it off, and now look what you're dealing with. She ain't never gonna do that shit again. Ever. She said LeBron says Savannah is the prize. Case closed. Thank you. Jada Pinkett Mine says more. I'm not bringing nobody up, boo. I'm out of here. I gotta go to Target. All right. Well, we done. Anna, you look great for 78. I'm almost 61. Girl, age is beautiful. Age is looks so good on you when you ain't letting some motherfucker stress your life forever. Okay. Anyway, I'm about to be out of here because it's about to be 1:00 and I got to go to Target, and it's 2 days before Christmas, so y'all already know the vibes. Like I said earlier, when I clicked on here, I want to give a shout out to, I'm going to repeat it again because it brought a real smile on my face. I want to give a shout out to Rosalind. Rosalind last night sent me $100. I appreciate that so much, Rosalind. The holiday season be holiday seasonings. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate everybody who donates to the channel, everybody who watches, who support. Please share this video. Please leave your comments down below in the comment section if you're a part of the replay gang. Yeah. And I gotta go because I gotta go to Target. I hope you live your life like it's golden because there's no other way to live it. Hold on.